I love Pokemon. I love playing the games and raising all the Pokemon I want. I have so many great memories from the franchise. Although I have a lot of experience with Pokemon, there are times I come across one and think, wait, who is that? I don't remember seeing one of those before. These are the Pokemon that aren't famous or infamous and are hardly used in battle. Thus, they don't stick out and are often little more than dex filler. And with over 700 Pokemon, some are bound to slip your mind. You might have memories of these Pokemon, and that's totally fine. I'm not trying to speak for everyone, and I don't dislike these Pokemon either. These are my picks and my opinions on the top 5 least memorable Pokemon. Number 5. Chimecho. Generation 3 saw the addition of over 100 new and colorful Pokemon in the tropical land of Hoenn. While playing Ruby and Sapphire for the first time, there's one Pokemon that you wouldn't even know existed if it weren't for its empty slot in the Pokédex. Chimecho is a very rare Pokemon that no trainer in the main game uses, and only has a 2% chance of appearing at one location in the game, the top of Mount Pyre. Most players have no reason to stick around there after the battle with the villain team. Mount Pyre is also a pain to climb. Unlike in the remakes where you can fly to Mount Pyre, and can get your Pokemon healed by a Nurse Troy south of the Safari Zone, in the originals, the closest town to set off from is Lilycove City. You would think something that rare would be impressive, but it isn't. Chimecho has below average stats and a small move pool. Even though one was owned by James in the anime, it didn't help Chimecho's memorability, and James's Chimecho was replaced by the far more memorable Mime Jr. And the decision to give Chimecho a baby form in Generation 4 always baffled me. Number 4. Avalon. Pure ice types have it rough. They only resist ice and are weak to common attacking types such as fighting, fire, rock, and steel. Avalon is a tortoise/iceberg/table, which you think would be cool, but unfortunately the table part is the most prevalent in the design. Stat-wise, it isn't great. While its base stat total is high, the distribution gives it terrible speed and special defense, and overall awful coverage. Even though it is the signature Pokemon of the final Kalos gym leader, Wulfric is very easy and faced during the rushed final portion of the game. Aside from that quick and easy gym battle and maybe facing Wulfric again in the Battle Chateau, you probably won't face another Avalon. Number 3. Hauntail. The Hoenn region gets a lot of complaints for the abundance of water routes in the second half of the game. Some Pokemon are only available using Dive. One of these is Clamperl, which can evolve into 2 different Pokemon when traded while holding a certain item. A Deep Sea Scale to get a Gorebyss, and a Deep Sea Tooth to get a Hauntail. Pokemon that require held items to evolve through trade are a pain to get, but can be worth it. You can only encounter Clamperl at a point in the game when you probably already have a decent water type because you need Surf and Dive to find one. While Hauntail does have high physical attack, as a pure water type, it can't take advantage of the physical dark type moves it learns naturally. It also lacks the recovery moves Gorebyss has naturally. When you combine that with the evolution requirements, I can't see much reason for many trainers to have one on their team, and unlike Gorebyss, it doesn't have an unusually gruesome Pokédex entry to grab your attention. Number 2. Beheeyem. Pokemon Black and White were contentious for only featuring new Pokemon until you beat the story. With that came a lot of XPs and weird ideas. Some were well received, others were not, and some were simply overshadowed by awesome. Beheeyem's pre-evolved form, Elgyem, is one of 2 Pokemon that can be encountered in the Celestial Tower in Black and White. The other one is Litwick, which can evolve into the extremely powerful Chandelure. While Beheeyem isn't weak, it is very specialized. Its move pool and abilities cater to double and triple battles, which aren't too common in the main game. On its own, it could be a decent Trick Room user, but if you're going for that strategy, you're better off with Reuniclus. Even Caitlyn, the Psychic-type Unova Elite 4 member, doesn't use one. For Elgyem and Beheeyem, I like outer space themes, and alien Pokemon are a neat idea. They have the theme of little gray men and aliens hiding among us down pretty well. It's just a shame they aren't more versatile. And my number 1 pick for the least memorable Pokemon is Lumineon. Lumineon is a water type, and it's blue. That's all I could get. In Gen 4, we were introduced to Finneon and its evolved form Lumineon. However, Lumineon doesn't have anything special about it other than a gender difference, and has everything working against it. It doesn't have remarkable stats, few in-game trainers use them, you can only get them when you already encountered a lot of other, more versatile water types. It's overshadowed by other Pokemon available in its generation. A recurring anime character even had one, but it didn't make a splash compared to her other Pokemon. There are so many water types which makes it hard to stand out, and those that don't are pretty much dex filler. So those are the top 5 Pokemon that I think are the least memorable. These are my opinions and not indicative of what everyone thinks. There are so many Pokemon to choose from, and we all have unique perspectives. Which Pokemon do you think aren't too memorable? Feel free to list them in the comments. Thank you for watching, I'll see you next time.